he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's Rudolph. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Good. All right.
A first carry for Najee Harris. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Fields. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yo, punt the ball, man. Stop being a fucking superhero.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
And they are going for it. Fields. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Rudolph now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Is it all right?
Here's Fields.
Oh, my God.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Williams, 70 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at the...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. Say hi.
To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Here we go, son. Say hi.
Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's going to take it.
Yeah.
Steeler touchdown.
Spot.
George Pickens, 41
Get the fuck out of here.
The Steelers have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone,
Let me stop
that's what you're paying him for. That big
Let me
threat
stop
that can
there.
make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Rudolph. He gets this one to Boyd. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with a don't fumble the football.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Rudolph. He completes it to Ridley. And he will be brought down, but a first first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That one goes for 24 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Pollard is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Rudolph. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. Third and goal. Back to throw, Rudolph. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tyler Boyd, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Got him caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to skip.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Block that shit.
That'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL.
Get that shit the fuck out of here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal, the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So how it feels, man. How it feels. Wizzo, how it feel?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away.
Wow, that shit.
Like nobody open, now second down.
That shit was fucking out of you.
Now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of the
come on, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, boy?
You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 4th down, Rudolph.
Oh, that's a wrong nigga.
He's going to get that to his running back. Out of
Wide
the backfield.
open, too.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. That's to the tight end, Wiley. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. On for the extra point is Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back
this
with a
nigga
chance to really
is slow as fuck. How you miss that
That
shit?
is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to throw. Fields flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got the punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Running left, it's Warren. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw.
Oh, turn around, motherfucker. Deception, man.
Incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Trying to kick the field goal. What are you doing? Again.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last.
It's over, Lizzo.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Rudolph. He completes it to Boyd. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Throw right side, and a loose football. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground
Come
at
on,
the
man. He
37.
was down. So, what the fuck is y'all doing with that?
From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is
do that, man.
All concentration goes right to the
you
football.
down.
This is something
Oh,
you've talked
wow.
about in all your preparation for the
They
game.
was playing me like that, son.
Training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Rudolph looking to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Play action. It's Rudolph. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Nice.
Here's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Man, this nigga throwing the ball to, bro.
Is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Rudolph looking to throw. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's one deep for Pickens. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Here now, 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Looking to throw. Fields. Finding Washington. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield. Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Fields. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Pollard again.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, yo.
Take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
All eyes on Fields. Completes this to Jefferson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh my God, son. You fucking niggas robbed me, son. That should have been an interception.
In the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Buying time to his left. He's got him in.
You got no more timeouts. Game over.
Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike here.